Hello and welcome to episode 2 of the Spain campaign. And where we left off, we were getting ready for the Civil War. We'd done a few little economy things, got it sort of nicely laid out. We got greens across the board, dealing with some dissent, some revolts, but nothing too crazy, and doing some tech in advance of the war with the Spanish nationalists. So, traditional warfare, all good. Let's get all of these bonuses up together. Happy to let all of those run. And lose a little bit of supply. That's a bit of a shame. They're very disgruntled. Okay, railroad network. And we are going to want to do road network. Just for a little bit of organizational regain rate. Basic education enhancement, we will definitely take that. And then funnel a little bit more into officers. And we're sitting pretty at nearly 18,000, which is not bad. Civil defense, we'll take that off a little bit more into officers. And then I'm not going to place that infantry, we're just going to hold it in place. We've gone to low popularity, which is a shame. But yeah, we don't want any of these units sort of switching over to the nationalists. We want to try and keep them out of the fray. So our survivors have returned. We'll move them up as well, because we'll get some bonuses to our infantry tech via that. There we go, we've got a full production queue on the way. Now we can get ourselves another 5 infantry divisions in the queue. Let's try and build up that quite nicely. We don't need to place them yet. Surge of volunteers again, which is really good. We're getting some decent bonuses because this is going to drop our neutrality quite quickly. Artillery flexibility, sure, we can take that off. Mountain unit training, we'll let that ride. And a little bit more on the old officer front. Armoured spearhead. Let's just keep that officer ratio ticking on up. Right, radios. Yeah, I'm actually going to let that run because I think we get a combat bonus, yeah, for that one. Okay, so I think this is the big event here. Calvo Sotelo always rings a bell. So, in retaliation for Jose del Castillo's death, that night at around 3 AM, Castillo's close friend, police captain Fernando Condez, and other police officers and leftist gunmen went to the home of Jose Calvo Sotelo, leader of the monarchist party and rival of Jose Antonio Primo de Rivera for leadership of the Spanish far right, and arrested him. Driving with Calvo Sotelo in a police car of the assault guard, police officer and socialist gunman Luis Cuincenta shot him in the back of the neck. The Spanish Civil War had begun. So rest in peace. We gained some pillboxes, so that's good, I guess, in a variety of different locations. And then the Spanish Civil War. So, in early 1936, after the electoral victory of the socialists, popular demands for social equality evolved into a virtual revolution against the clergy, landowners, and monarchists. Mobs attacked the churches and tried to collectivize farms, unions started strikes, and anarchists assassinated enemies of the people. The newly installed government was unable to restore order. The Spanish army joined the conservatives and the Catholics to put down the social revolution, and they thus styled themselves the nationalists. The government facing the army rebellion styled themselves Republicans and decided to fight. Joining on with the forces of the revolution, the Spanish Civil War had begun. Many countries like Germany, Italy, and the Soviet Union intervened with forces in the conflict. And Bilbao's Iron Ring. So, the Iron Ring was a vast labyrinthian fortification network around Bilbao consisting of bunkers, tunnels, and fortified trenches. And is, how long is this going to hold them off? Which gives us a little bit of a ICD buff. But, so all the existing units are gone. Interesting. So let's take a little bit of stock. We're not going to don't need you like that. So we can delete you. Now, none of them start with commanders, which worries me somewhat. We still have very decent levels of officers currently. So remove anything that we won't be needing. Right, so there's a whole bunch of units that spawn in Valencia. Okay. Okay. We lose all of our offshore territory. Fair enough. Okay, and we need to really try and form a line the best we can with all of these disparate units that we've got available. Fairly interesting, the disposition of forces. I think all of you have got, yeah, you've all got stuff, so it's just purely you. There's no unit on top of you, so you're already made up. We could just pull back actually over here, that would probably be best. Okay, and then let's have a little look at our commanders and the like. So we've got the Navy. And we've got our Air Force, good. And our Air Force is in a pretty good position to start launching attacks. So how many planes have we got? 8, and we've got 8 in the base. That's good. 12 subs there, plus an additional, yeah, several units in that direction. Okay, so I think the first thing we want to do is we want to try and interdict some convoys. Let's start getting that going. We've got a decent little position over here, and I actually think we should do some strategic redeployments and try and stop them from getting into position as much as we can. One, two, three, four, 5. Yeah, you need to go up to there, you need to go up to here. Okay, so we've got a decent ring of defences around here. Let's get into position on that pillbox position there, and behind that river here. Lots of additional infantry and the like in this area, including some communists. Good. Communist militia. They will fight hard. Let's move up, everyone. Oh, and some mountaineers. Good. Okay, some more infantry and the like over in this area. The majority of our army has not sided with us, which is a shame. Some more militia and the like in this area. Let's get all of them into position. Now I am strategic redeploying because we really need to think about this, and then yeah, our garrisons and the like. So anywhere where there's a pillbox or a port, let's get them into position so that we're not going to lose our port positions. 1, 2, 3, and then we can also make sure that, yeah, like the Barcelona, for example, would be good. And then, yeah, in the capital of Madrid, we need to leave one behind at Valencia, and then probably the rest can we've got one extra division, haven't we, I think? Let's just send it up towards here. Then we've got a lot of sort of mixed support infantry and the like. Let's just unassign all. And then, yeah, we've got some extra infantry that we can call upon. Let's maybe send them over in this direction. Or actually, should we have them... Yeah, let's try and really turn the screw in this part of the world. Okay, and we've got a lot of units to pull out and sort. So, yeah, I think we want to move you to there. I think we want to get behind this river position as much as we can. Yeah, let's just get behind rivers everywhere along this front line. Okay. So, any militia over here? In fact, we'll start with the communists and then build up. So, yeah, you, and then you. One of you needs to go up to the second corps. And move back to Santander. Perfect. We need to try and hold this line as much as we can. And then we'll create an army, I think, actually. Centered on the first corps. Okay, good. Right, next up is the army of sort of the interior over here. And we'll do naming conventions another time, but let's get you all lined up. And then the infantry and that single you. I think we're all good. So over here. Let's get our organisation all set up before we do anything else. Some more Madrid defenders and the like over here. So, and a very powerful unit here, including a motorized division. Good, good. So, you're all militia. And then you will have form up. So you're doing you, you're doing you. You're all one group. You and then yeah, let's have those infantry units. Pardon me, sorry about that sneeze. If I remember to cut that out, I will do so in editing. If I remember to cut that out. I'm historically bad at remembering. We probably want to keep you in place. Put another unit over there. Okay, and then some additional infantry and the like in this area. So, yeah, you form into a corps. I think we'll take you two and actually have you form up in this area here. Let's try and make sure there aren't any gaps in our line, first and foremost. We've got an actual infantry division over here, which is kind of good. And maybe we'd be best placed to put it in that area. And then we've got 5 units of light infantry that we can form up into a corps, or 6 in fact. Can you form up with the 11th? You can. And then it's whether or not we can. How many units can we get out of you? So decent amount there, and an additional 4 takes us to 9. So I think everyone's in a corps now, which is good. So moving on from that, we've got 2 cores here, plus this one, and you, so we can form you into an army. Get you over to there. We've got, what, another core over here maybe, so 1, 2, that's another army there. We actually probably want to connect you up into the 3rd army. That's good by me. And then finally, with you over there, let's take you, and you. And then let's form you up. And then we've got a couple of cores elsewhere. So here. We're going to actually combine you and you. No, 13th. Where's the 13th? Yeah, 13th. Okay, so, got all of our armies together. We're going to create the Army HQ group in Madrid. Group. So we're going to have 3rd army with you, and you. So an army group, and then into here, and then we want to try and sort out our leaders next. So we want someone that's got a lot of supply consumption bonuses. So someone that's like a logistics wizard, communista, like this guy. This guy is perfect. Just to give us the maximum amount of bonuses, even though they're quite low at that level. Army group, we want a level 4. And then we just need the best army commanders we can get. So, someone with a defensive doctrine up here would be good, like Gorev. Yeah. Someone with something similar in this area, like a logistics wizard, good. Down here, again, yeah, you're Voronov, you're sounding pretty good. And then the 5th army, yeah, under you, and we want to make sure you're in the right army group. Yeah, everyone's together, good. So let's make sure we've got all of the right core level commanders and the like. So, yeah, garrison units I want to have with not very good, you know, sort of high level people. So anyone that's an old guard that ain't the best, off you go. You can sit back in your garrison units and leave the fighting to the best of us. I mean, old guards do serve a purpose, and up here we might want more of them, so because we're going to be on mainly defensive. So let's have a little look at the army units that are specific to this area. So like, for example, this guy, that guy there. We'll give you a proper commander, but a defensive one. Anyone that aids with like digging in bonuses around here is fine by me. Let's give a logistics wizard. Okay, happy days. And there's still another one there. Defensive commanders, happy days. Right. Debating just putting time forward literally. Oh, Jesus. H. Mary Christ. Okay, so strategic doctrine final position. I really like grand battle plan, so we're going to do that. We're going to do take what we can on this we're going to do Grand Battle Plan. We're going to do Home Front. So we lose supplies but gain metal, etc. I mean, because we're on 0, that actually works out well. Synthetic Plant, we're going to say no, we can buy everything we need. Okay. This gives us a bit of a head start. Now, on production, I think we need to be a little bit careful. Let's have a little look at how our industry is sort of set up. I want to get rid of that dissent because it provides a negative combat modifier, so the sooner that that's gone, the better. We'll just put 1 IC in to get rid of those Orcs vessels. Okay, and we've got some laws. We won't worry about that immediately. Okay, so you're all up and running. And now we need to look at everyone else in the army. So, yeah, like all of you. And all of you. So mainly core commanders we need to give units to. So, that's fine by me. Let's give as many decent core level commanders with logistics wizard out as we can. Oh, got a person here that we need to give a commander to. There we go, perfect. With a fair amount of traits. People that give a fair amount of bonuses to things like supply and stuff are what we're looking out for. And no old guards in the core level. Don't mind a couple in the sort of the lower echelons, but core level we want to try and avoid them at all costs. Hopefully that's everyone with a commander. Yeah. Okay, so let's go on through. So yeah, you. So Konev is going to be in a tank division, which is perfect. That's what we want. Madrid defenders, infantry units. We want to try and give you the best commanders we've got. Anyone that's like a militia, doesn't matter if you're an old guard. The aim is to get rid of as many of the old guards in sort of militia level commands as possible. Any others? Nope, good. So, yeah, any like infantry and the like first. Yeah, like you. Let's give as many decent commanders with decent traits as we can. Any level 1s. Oh, mountain unit, good. And then, yep, Cav unit for exploitation. The engineer improves speed, so that's what we want to see. And I realise we're dropping a fair amount of our organisation in the short term here, but it's better to do it now whilst the lines are still forming and the AI is still trying to handle itself. Anyone with traits, first and foremost. Let's get them in. We've got a lot of clones. Love me a clone. Yeah, there we go. Some more traits. Just easily distributed. We want people that can be, decent on offense and defense. That will reduce our supply consumption. We've got a lot of militia that are communist. All of the communist militia. I have a feeling this is going to be an extremely heavy episode of just micro whilst we get into position. We don't want gaps in our line, and we don't want to let them link up with cadets. That's the key. We need to try and surround and destroy Toledo. Surviving militia. Oh, another infantry division. We'll give you, yep, that one there. Everyone looks identical. All of the clones. Right. Okay, so everyone is moving. Everyone has a commander. Yeah, apart from a few people that are still just, you know, they're locked down. Not you two, though. Or you. First Corps. Let's try and get ourselves a logistics wizard. Some communists with some decent skills as well. Okay, and what we're going to do first of all is we're going to start bombing Toledo massively. So, someone that's going to get like more air experience. So we can do an air superiority mission, and then everyone else can just go for ground attack. Let's make sure that they don't stand any chance. Okay, so yeah, we've got some additional units. The tank division and the like. So yeah, the Madrid defenders, we'll just move you to here. You can move to there. Let's make sure that they can't escape. We'll take every unit, you know, that we can killed in this early part of this battle. And then the infantry de Madrid. We may need you to just act as a fire brigade unit for now. So we'll just move you north so that you can, you know, be used accordingly. And then, yeah, we've got a tank division that we'll bring south. Whew. Okay, is everyone moving? Yeah, apart from you guys. So let's move you guys north. And yeah, we'll take you over to here as well. Right, I think that's everyone moving. Let's just drop time a little bit. Okay, so we've lost some provinces. Key thing is holding on to these ones, though. Okay, so our leadership on officers at the moment is not too bad at all, actually. So what I'm going to do is we're going to just pump everything into officer ratio and try and get that up as quick as we can, whilst also trying to get rid of our consumer goods tax that we've got at the moment as quick as we can. Let's get into position. We've already started bombing that militia unit into a pulp. We're being counterattacked a little bit over here, but because they're attacking us, we should be in a really good spot. You'll go back, won't you, to like... Yeah, so like we can just move you back around. We actually don't want to go that way and then like lose some steam in that direction. Let's move you into position there. Let's try and just pin them down for a second. Okay, so we lose some leadership. Consumer goods during wartime. Let's have a look at our politicians now. So, we definitely want the IC efficiency. We definitely want still the silent workhorse. We don't want anyone that decreases land organization. That can get fucked. We want someone that would do sort of the opposite. So, I mean, I don't want a crooked kleptocrat. That'll do. Land organization up. Territorial pride. So both of those are giving us a bonus. And then an IC efficiency, please, would be good. Okay, and then we've got some more Orcs vessels and the like out. We just want to, you know, apply the pressure as much as we can. That's better. So we don't want to sacrifice the homeland, and we're going to say not this year on both of those counts. So mainly our air force is doing the damage over here, really doing the damage, and we're starting to surround that division. Let's take you over to here just so we're manning the whole line. We're moving out very quickly, extremely quickly actually. If we can, it would be great to get a division into there, just because that 5th Army, where was down there. Okay. So we are going to get a few shatters because we've just got a few units sort of like getting ready. I think we need to move back from here. Concentrate on trying to hold like all of the other areas first and foremost. Let's yeah, get you down into here, and then let's get you to there, and then try and support with some infantry, getting them into position. Let's not let them move north. See? And then we don't have enough units sort of elsewhere with which to lend a hand. The question is, do we actually want to take these units and send them over here? I actually think we do. Let's concentrate on clearing out cadets first. And then we can just hold a relatively easy defensive line over here, which looks like we're going to be able to get into position on, which is amazing. And I'm going to drop a save. I'm going to actually do some supply production, and then let's have a look at our trades. So we're green on a lot of these. I imagine because some of our trades have just, yeah, they've kept over, which is good. Germany's still trading with us, happy days. Right, we can actually take you. You're involved in the battle in here now. Don't like that. Really dislike that. Just got to get into position. Okay, what we're going to do is we're actually going to divert this unit over to here. And then we're going to, yeah, move you up to there. We're going to try and sort of stifle them in that corner. and quickly finish off this Toledo pocket. Konev can get his tanks wet. And then we can move all of you further north. Ah, good. Yeah, we're just gonna leave that behind there. Let's get behind our rivers. And then I say we just reinforce our line around Bilbao. We do not particularly expand out, we just hold. And then we wait for our reinforcements to come from the Barcelona area. Get that infantry unit in. And with a bit of luck, hopefully we can just take that province. Just unhinge their starting defensive position over here. And we're going to very quickly take out that. Yeah, that militia unit is going to struggle. If that battle starts to go ill, we can fall back behind the river if necessary, but hopefully it will not be necessary. We're getting into some really good positions now. And that's all without this light infantry corps, which is slowly making its way over. Bad. Right, their starting positions are not the best, actually. From a standpoint of the fact that we're going to have some units left over which to sort of batter them with. World, we would reinforce with more than this, but based on what we've got, we're just going to have to go with it. Let's get some more units sort of thrown into that meat grinder. We need you to hold off. How long until you get there? The 27th? God, that's a long time. Just hold with them. Get you to move on up still. We were able to reinforce the front line very quickly. Bad. We can reinforce with an additional unit over there actually as well. And then what I think we should do is we should send those additional ones elsewhere. So we've got another unit there that we need to give a commander to. Same thing over here. Anyone else that's missing? Any? We've got one over here, I noticed it. Yep, you. And we're just retreating. So we've got solid amount of units all across the front line under Gorev, who provides, I think, a defensive doctrine bonus, which is good. We're just waiting to get you in place. last thing we want to do is let them break through over here. There we go. Victory at Toledo. So, we can leave behind probably you to handle that, and then you can move up. You can go up to here. You can go around to there. You can go over to here. We'll move Konev down because he can help lend his support in this part of the world, because tanks will be massively useful over there. Right, and then we can reinforce that battle. Okay, not bad. So far, relatively so good. So, let's see if we can't just lend a little bit of support over here. And then the real question is, have we got a decent enough airbase with enough range? So from there to there, yeah. Let's take the fighter bombers and send them down to here. And then you can start doing a little bit of ground pounding. And every day that goes by, we're just slowly improving our combat potential a little bit. So I don't like that. That's not good. Let's make sure that we reinforce it. Good. Good. You guys are all getting into position over here. We've got an opportunity for a small encirclement here, so you know what? We're going to try it. Why not? Right, we lost Minorca, but that's not really a loss. And we've formed up a nice little defensive line over here. Good, good. With an additional unit to provide some extra cover in this area. This is what we like, everyone. This is how we wanted things to go as an opening part. We can afford to lose land up there. We've got ourselves a little ring of defense. Green on everything that we need to be green on. We could do with a little bit of fuel, so you know what? We might invest in that. We might not. Don't have to. Like so. Okay, and yeah, we might as well hold you in place as well. And then that ground attack is really grinding that infantry division down. We might even be able to like reinforce that battle with Konev. There we go, that's better, that's more like it. Let's get him into position, and then let's start thinking about how we want to progress this area. Let's get everyone moving into place, and then we can think about the Cordova encirclement. So far, so good. And we're making some very decent headway on getting rid of that dissent. Let's get you into battle over here. And we'll just keep an eye out for any hostile enemy bombing. Sort of unhinge the front with a little bit of militia over here, which is nice. Are we really going to allow a militia encirclement AI? Surely not. I mean, I won't say no if you do allow it. I will fully support the decision making. Mainly our bombers that are doing the damage here. How long until you 41 hours. We'll just get you ready for that. Okay, yeah, they've been forced back. Right, let's start the wrap up of this. With our bombers. Ooh. That is not what they wanted. Right, we're going to take everyone in like that. We were just very quickly counter-attack there, but an easy one. And I think I will call it an episode here. I look forward to seeing you in the next episode of the Germany or the Spanish campaign. Thanks again. Bye-bye.